Luke. I just wanted to say thanks again for all your help today.
Oh, hey, Jennifer. Yeah, it was my pleasure, really. And thank you for all the sweet gifts. I know that my mom is going to just love them.
That's a relief to hear. I'm glad you think she'll like them. I was just so nervous because I was meeting your parents for the first time today. But I was so happy that your mom was so kind and sweet. She was just like how you described her to me.
I told you that I thought I did a pretty good job telling you about the kind of person she is.
You're right about that for sure. And she seemed very excited for our big news about the engagement as well.
Well, of course she would be excited. Why wouldn't she be? Besides, now that she knows just what an amazing woman I'm going to be marrying, there is no way that she would have said anything negative to you. I mean, you're cute, smart, kind. You really are the whole package.
Are you sure about that? I know you think all those things about me, and I'm so grateful that you do. But are you sure that I didn't come off as some kind of spoiled girl or something like that to your mom?
I seriously can't see my mom thinking of you in that way. Besides, you're just so sweet, and I'm sure that my mom came around to you basically right away. I'm just glad that you don't think it's weird how much I can talk about my mom sometimes.
I don't think it's weird at all. I mean, your mom really is as amazing as you've told me. So I was more than happy to get to meet her today and know that somebody like her is going to be my mother-in-law.
That is a huge relief to hear you say that. And now that we've all met each other's parents, what do you think we should do next?
Well, I think that it's time to start getting ready for the wedding, right? I mean, I really want to do it next year if possible.
Of course we were going to do it next year. Were you still thinking of doing it in Hawaii?
Yes, it's always been my dream to get married there. I guess that means we'll have to start looking into hiring a bunch of staff for the day too, huh? And then we'll have to find a good cameraman there as well. Plus, I have to go and shop for my wedding dress too.
Ha ha ha. Slow down there, Jen. I know there's a lot to do from now until next year, but we can get through it all together.
You're right, Luke, sorry. I guess I'm just excited this is finally happening. And yes, I am sure that we're going to be asking for help from each other quite a bit in the upcoming days.
Well, you just let me know if there's anything you want me to do. I want to try and make this wedding as perfect for you and me, but mostly you, as I can.
Oh, sweetie, how did I get so lucky to land a guy like you? Well, okay. If you really mean that, I guess I'll write up plans for my dream wedding and show them to you soon. Also, don't forget, we have that dinner between both our families coming up soon as well.
Oh, right. I guess I had better look for a good restaurant that we can hold that at.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I'll find a place for us to eat at. I mean, I just feel bad because I'm always asking you for money and help paying for things.
But you know that you don't need to worry about any of that, right?
I know, but it doesn't mean that it isn't on my mind from time to time. Can you please let me pick the restaurant where we're all going to eat?
Well, okay, if it's something you really want. Just remember about my mom's food allergies when you're picking out a place, okay?
Yeah, of course. I'll find a great place that works for everyone.
I really appreciate you doing all of this. But if it ever starts to become too much, just let me know, okay?
Don't worry, I will. But I've got some work to do now, so I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, honey. Good luck with all that. You got this.
Hey, Luke, are you there? I was just curious if you had finished the work for the day.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'm done for the day. I actually just got back home pretty much. What's up? Is there something you want to talk about?
Well, the thing is, I've wanted to talk to you about your wedding.
My wedding? What about it?
Son, I'm really very sorry. But I just won't be able to participate in it.
Hold on a second. What are you saying? Why won't you be able to be there, Mom?
I just don't think that I am going to be able to go all the way to Hawaii.
Oh, really? What's wrong with Hawaii? Would you rather we did the wedding in a different location or closer to home?
No, it isn't anything to do with Hawaii itself. It's more the long flight.
Hold on a second, Mom. Are you scared of flying? I thought that you had to go on plenty of planes when you were going on all those business trips.
I did, yes, but I didn't like. I always felt so uncomfortable, and the shaking always made me feel sick. I just don't think I'm cut out to fly all the way down there.
But you were so excited about the idea when I first told you about it. I don't understand what could have changed for you.
I was looking forward to it. Or rather, I was looking forward to the wedding. But I just don't think that my body can take going on flights that long anymore. I guess that I've just gotten more fragile and scared with age. I hope that you can understand.
I guess so. I just didn't know that it was this bad for you.
I'm afraid so. But please, I don't want you to change any of your plans just for my sake. Besides, I know that Jennifer really wanted to do it in Hawaii.
But Mom, I mean, you've been my only family ever since Dad passed away all those years ago. I wanted you to be standing right next to me the whole time. I mean, you raised me all by yourself. I can't have you not be at my wedding. But I'm obviously not going to force you on a plane if you think it's going to be too much.
I'm so sorry about all of this, Luke. But I really do think that I'm not going to be okay on a flight that long.
And this really only has to do with your fear of flying that you've suddenly acquired and nothing else? You are sure that there is nothing else going on that is making you not want to be there?
Of course not, son. Why would you even ask me something like that?
Well, you remember when we had that dinner with Jennifer's family? I guess I've just kind of noticed that you've changed ever since then.
You think so? I thought it went quite well. I guess maybe I did feel a little out of place, though, if I'm being honest.
Really? You did? Oh, Mom. I'm sorry to hear that. What made you feel that way?
Well, both Jennifer and her parents just seem like very beautiful and put-together people, and it just reminded me of the toll the years have taken on me. And I don't have any money either. The only nice handbag I have was a gift from you. I really hope that you're not upset with me over this, though.
Mom, what are you talking about? You're beautiful too. And who cares about handbags or brands or any of that stuff? Jennifer's parents didn't say anything rude to you that I just didn't notice, did they? I'm sorry if I missed something, but I agree with you. I thought that things went well.
No. They were both very nice and didn't do anything to upset me, I promise. I think maybe I'm just becoming a doddering old woman.
Mom, this isn't like you. You're never this down on yourself.
Well, maybe when you got to my age, you might understand a bit better where I'm coming from.
Well, I would really appreciate it if you changed your mind about this, but I'm not going to force you to go if you don't want to ride the plane. I mean, I could talk to Jennifer about changing the location of the wedding, too. It still isn't too late.
No, Luke, please don't do that. I think that you should stick with this plan. You've already put so much effort into it. Besides, you know how badly Jennifer wants this wedding to go according to plan. I just know that she wouldn't be happy about this.
But you're going to be her mother-in-law. I'm sure that she would be more than understanding about all of this.
Please, Luke, I am seriously asking you not to worry so much about me. Just focus on getting the rest of your wedding plans in order, okay?
Mom, are you sure everything is okay? I still just feel like you're acting weird.
I think I have to go now. I just wanted to let you know that I wasn't going to be able to go to your wedding is all. And just to know that nothing you say is going to change my mind about this.
Hey, Luke. Would you mind if I came over today?
Hey, Jen. Yeah, of course you can come over. Also, hun, I just wanted to ask one more time. You do really want to get married in Hawaii, right?
Of course I do. You know that it's always been a dream of mine ever since I was little. Why would you ask something like that? Don't tell me there's a problem with our wedding budget or something.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just, well, something kind of came up that is really bugging me.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you tell me about it? What's on your mind?
Well, you told me that you thought my mom was acting a little coldly towards you, right?
A little, if I'm being honest. After we had the dinner with our parents, I sent her a message thanking her for coming and talking to my folks, but she just read it and never responded.
Oh, but I thought I told you that my mom just forgot to press send on her response. And then thought it was too late when she realized her mistake. I think that was just a bit of a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
Look, I'll cut to the chase. My mom told me that she wasn't going to go to our wedding.
She isn't? Is it because she doesn't like me? Did I do something wrong?
I don't know what she's thinking, but I think the reason she gave me was just an excuse. I don't understand why she's doing this, but I think something bigger is happening here.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me about this. Did your mom say anything as to why she didn't want to come? She didn't say anything about me, did she? Like that she hates me or something?
No, she didn't say anything like that at all. She just said that she was afraid of flying and the flight time was too long.
Oh, really? I didn't know that she had a fear of flying.
Well, I didn't know that she did either. This is the first time that I'm hearing about this. I mean, back when she was working more, she would travel all the time for business trips where she had to fly to get to her destination. So I just don't know what could have changed to make her scared to do so now.
Well, you said that you thought she was giving you an excuse, right? Maybe she wasn't being totally upfront with you.
You really think that she might have been hiding her real feelings from me?
I'm sorry, Luke. I can't pretend like it's not true anymore. I know that your mom doesn't like me at all.
Jennifer, why do you keep saying that? I'm sure that isn't right.
I really didn't want to talk about this, so I've kept quiet about it this whole time, but your mom told me behind your back that she didn't think I was good enough to be your wife.
You're kidding me. Did my mom really say something like that to you?
It's true, Luke. She told me that I was stealing away her precious son and said so many other awful things to me. I'm so sorry that I never said anything until now.
No, Jennifer, I'm so sorry that my mom said those things. I really had no idea that any of this was going on between you two. I just can't believe that she would say something like that, though. Did she say all this via text?
No, it was over a phone call, so I don't have any way to prove it. That's why I didn't bother saying anything at all. I just wanted to try and get your mom to like me is all. I just thought that we could be a happy family together. I thought that if I was patient and kept at it, that we were all going to get along eventually.
Well, I just want you to know that you didn't do anything wrong, okay? And if what you're saying is really true, then I think I might have to just stop talking to my mom.
You mean that you're going to cut her off completely over something like this?
Jen, you're going to be my wife. If my mom is saying all of this awful stuff to you, but doesn't have the guts to tell me to my face, well then, it's not even a question. I'm going to cut her out of my life.
But Luke, your mom is the only family you have. Are you really sure about this? I don't know how I'd feel being the reason you stopped talking to your mom.
I understand what you're saying, Jen, but I want to marry you. And if I'm your husband and I'm not standing up for you, then what am I even doing here? But besides, you've already been so patient about all of this for my sake. It's time to return the favor.
Luke, I don't know what to say. you so much. I'm so happy that we're getting married.
Me too, Jen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to have a little chat with my mom.
You mean you're gonna go do that right now?
Well, I was actually going to excuse myself and think of what I could possibly say to her. But I probably am going to go to her house tomorrow and talk about this in person.
Do you want me to go with you, Luke? You don't have to do this alone, you know.
No, you don't have to come. I don't want to make things any worse or more awkward for you than they already are.
Well, okay then. But please let me know once you've talked things over with her. I want to hear how it goes and make sure that you're all right.
Of course. And thanks for opening up to me about this. I'm sure it wasn't easy for you.
It's okay, Luke. Just please don't be too harsh on your mom. I know that she was just acting the way she was because of how deeply she cares for you. You're a great person, and people would do anything to make sure you're a part of their lives.
Jen, thank you. No one has ever said that to me before.
I'm just telling you how I feel. And how I'm sure your mom feels with everything going on.
Thanks again. For everything. I just can't believe that this is happening so close to our wedding. I'm sorry for all the drama.
You don't have to apologize for anything at all. I'll be just fine, I promise. Hello there, Beatrice. I heard that Luke is going to be paying a little visit today. He's going to talk to you about all the horrible bullying that you've been doing to me. I'll send you all the details so you're caught up.
Why are you doing this to me? I didn't even do anything to you.
I thought I already explained this to you. I'm doing it because you're a drab old lady who's poor.
But I already told Luke that I wasn't going to be at the wedding. Isn't that enough for you?
Well, you did such a good job with the wedding that I have just one little favor to ask you.
Please, I'm just trying to keep my son happy. You have no idea how much you mean to him and how happy you make him.
I know exactly the effect I have on your son, thank you very much. Why do you think I'm getting him to marry me? But once Luke and I are married, I'm not going to want you hanging around any more than you need to. There's just no place for an old lady like you with my family. That's why Luke is going over to tell you to stay out of his life forever. Oh, don't worry though. After you and your son are no longer talking, I promise to make him the happiest man in the world.
You have got some nerve. How dare you talk to my mom like that?
Your mom? What are you talking about? Oh, don't tell me that you're already going senile. I'm talking about you, you crazy old bat.
It's me, Jen. It's Luke.
Wait, what? No, that can't be right. You're lying to me. Luke is still busy at work.
I took the afternoon off so that I could go over and talk to my mom.
You're kidding me. Are you serious?
I am deadly serious. Now, what was it you were saying to my mom just now?
Me? What do you mean? I didn't say anything at all.
So you didn't just call my mom a crazy old bat. Or a poor old woman.
Hold on just a second. There has to be some kind of mistake here. This has got to be a prank of some sort, right?
You almost fooled me, Jen. I'll admit. But now I finally understand why my mom was acting the way that she was.
No, Luke, you don't understand. Your mom told me to send her these kinds of messages. I'm not doing this because I want to.
Oh, give me a break. You're going to have to come up with a better lie than that.
What do you mean? Why don't you believe me?
Because I just witnessed the truth for myself.
Please, this is just one big misunderstanding. I swear, this is all a mistake.
The only mistake here is you trying to pin all of this on my mom.
But I had to tell you something. Otherwise, my whole plan would have fallen apart.
My mom was never the problem there. It was always you. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand why my mom was so unlike her usual self. But then, when I got here and we sat down to talk, she started to get messages from you. My mom wasn't the one bullying you. It was the other way around.
Please, you have to listen to me. I really was being bullied by your mom. I was just standing up for myself right now, I swear.
You still expect me to believe that it was my mom that was starting all the fights with you?
I never wanted anything but to be friends with your mom. You know that. I'm telling the truth.
I've already asked my mom about that, and she's told me all about the kinds of awful things you've said to her.
So you're really gonna listen to your mom over your fiance? Just yesterday, you were talking about how much you wanted to protect me from her. Was that all just a lie then?
I wanted to protect you when I thought it was you that needed protection. But now I see that it's actually the other way around. So now I'm going to protect my mom like I should have been this whole time.
But you can't just decide that I'm the only bad guy here from a couple texts, right?
Well then, why don't you show me some of the evidence that you have that shows my mom was doing what you said she was?
I told you that there isn't any evidence because she would only bully me over the phone.
You might not have been recording those calls, but my mom was.
You have got to be kidding me. She was?
That's right. I still haven't listened to them. But my mom said that they are just full of you hurling abuse at her. Although, just what you've sent her in these texts is enough to make me see the truth.
Luke, come on. You know that I love you. I would never do anything to hurt you.
But you did, Jen. You went behind my back to hurt my mom, and then lied about it to me.
No, you don't understand. Please, can't we talk about this after the wedding?
Do you think that the wedding is still happening? Maybe it hasn't clicked for you yet. But you and I are over.
I'm so sorry about all of this. Please, you have to forgive me.
I am not the one that you should be saying sorry to right now, Jen.
Well, then tell your mom that I tell her I'm so sorry for everything. And that I promise to stop saying mean things to her too. Just please don't break up with me. I'm already posting all about how I'm going to be getting married and all my friends are super jealous of me.
Do you think I give a damn about any of that? You put my mom through so much and even made me believe that she was bullying you. I trusted you, and you abused that trust to turn me against my only family.
Oh, please don't leave me, Luke. We can talk this out. We can still get married. I still love you.
If you really loved me, then you wouldn't be saying all of these horrible things to my mom.
But well, she isn't rich or fashionable or cool or anything. She just doesn't fit in the life I see us having together. I mean, you graduated from a nice school at the top of your class and work in a huge industry right now. You're basically a rising star in the business world. And meanwhile, your mom is just a cleaning lady.
And what does that have to do with anything? How can your vision of our future not include my mom? I'm sure your parents are still in that vision, right? Besides, the only reason that I was able to go to school and focus on only my studies was all thanks to the support that I got from my mom. My mom's hard work put me through school, and I respect her greatly for that.
I really am sorry about this. I never wanted things to happen this way.
Jen, I think that we should at least take a little break. I have a lot of thinking to do, and I'll reach out to you when I'm ready. Don't call me until then. Got it?
You have to forgive me for this. I am so sorry.
But now that I am probably never going to forgive you for this, you thought my mom was pathetic? The only pathetic person here is you, Jen. I see now that all you care about is appearances and money, and you don't care who you hurt in pursuit of your lifestyle. I really could never see myself marrying someone like you. After that, I asked my mom to show me the recordings of her calls with Jennifer, and I finally understood the extent of her cruelty. It was clear that Jennifer never had any intention of ever trying to be friends with my mom. And it was also obvious that her abuse worsened after the dinner between our two families. My mom also explained that she only said she wasn't going to our wedding because Jennifer threatened to make things much worse for her if she showed up. Although we know now that she was lying and was always looking for a way to push my mother out of the picture. Once I knew the full story, I knew there was no way we were ever going to be able to move past this. I called Jennifer's parents and explained to them how awful she had been to my mom, before telling them that I would never be marrying their daughter. Jennifer was distraught, but her parents were very understanding. After that, I blocked Jen on all social media accounts and deleted her number from my phone. I apologized to my mom over and over again for ever doubting her. But unsurprisingly, she was very understanding and sympathetic to what I was saying. I can't believe I ever doubted the kindness that I know lies in my mom's heart. I used the money we saved from canceling the wedding plans to go on a trip with my mom instead. Some people may make fun of me for being a bit of a mama's boy, but I won't let people try and break up my family ever again.